Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Speed here, and today I wanted to look at Team Spirit's Collapse's Doom gameplay, but specifically what I want to do is I kind of want to look at it from a broader perspective. I don't want to only look at it from like, he clicked Doom on people, and he mited some creeps. While that is very important on Doom, and I will talk about that a little bit, I also just kind of want to talk about like why pros are so much better than people realize, and how you can push towards that yourself. So let's get into it. By the way, guys, if you want to become absolutely broken, well, what you need to do is sign up to the GameLeap website down below right now. The reason why you should do that is because every single day we post a new video there. Content that you simply just will never get on YouTube, we post every single day to the website. It's really top tier stuff. I'm very proud of what I make over there. We also have other creators, many of my great friends who are top tier Dota players, creating guides about different heroes, different roles, different items, skill builds, talent builds, everything you need to know to get to the next rank. So if you feel a little bit lost, you're a little bit stuck, click the link down below. I'll see you guys there. And now let's get into the video. Okay, so the first play I want to talk about, I know this is this is kind of funny. It's not even related to Collapse's Doom, but it was an interesting thought I had that I think you guys will find pretty cool. Basically, Team Spirit has this major issue as a team right now. And what that major issue is that they literally don't have a single initiation spell. And that might seem weird because they have Avalanche, they have Cookie, but honestly, these are not quick gap closing spells. It's not a Storm Zip, it's not a Blink Dagger. So literally, they can't get on top of GPK here. And what I love from VP so much is how they understand this. VP and pro teams in general are so incredibly good at identifying a small gap in a team's draft like this that they can entirely play around it, right? So for instance, kind of what I was saying, like, because they don't have a jump, GPK as Invoker, a hero that dies pretty easily, right? Definitely a hero that dies pretty easily, is walking up to a tier 1 mid and just auto-attacking it. Why can they do this? Because his team's not even with him. There's no Phoenix, there's no Luna. By the way, the enemy team knows that. Like, you might be like, oh no, it's because they don't know. They know, I'm pretty sure they know Bane's not here. They definitely know Phoenix isn't here because he cleared away. They know Luna's going to be farming. So why does Team Spirit not jump VP here? It's because they can't. And so VP is basically trying to bait them into either a fight where they have to run into them, which is never fun against Boars plus Roar plus Invoker. It's a mess if you try to run into him. And so they play around this so well, and they get the mid-tier 1 for free. So, like, I was watching, I'm like, wow. You know, it's just such a clean execution of not only their draft and their Beastmaster, but also of an understanding of what the enemy team can and cannot do. Trust me, Invoker, if he was against a Storm there, he wouldn't make that play because Storm would jump him, they'd follow up with the Mortimer's Kisses, they'd follow up with the Silencer Q, dead. Not the case, hits the tower. Literally, guys, just want you guys to think about how you may never, ever think about that type of thing. And it's fine, but that's why you gotta play Dota all day, every day if you ever want to get to this level. So even though Team Spirit doesn't have a severe net worth advantage, I'd still like to talk about the overall map movements that Collapse makes. So the main thing I want to talk about is that he's playing Doom, right? He's got a Midas, he's got no Doom, he's got Phase Boot. So the clear play is to farm here. A lot of people just wouldn't farm here, and I want to give a bit of a story real quick to talk about like why this is such a problem. Basically, most players just don't understand timings. They don't play around timings. They know the idea. Like you guys might be like, oh, Speed, I know. I've heard the idea a million times in your video. Timings, right? Doom is BKB Blink, or just BKB, or just his Doom, like literally just the ability Doom. Silencer's his ulti, you know, Tiny might be BKB or Satanic or whatever he's going that game. And you might have heard it, and you're probably thinking to yourself, oh no, not another speech about timings. But the thing is, I was recently watching my friend Dubla's stream, and basically, we were watching this Bristleback gameplay, and it was really interesting because basically this Bristleback owned the game, right? GameLeap Classic. Ownaged the game, right? My man was like 11-1 at some point, or it was a beatdown. However, he wasn't that high on net worth, and on top of that, the only reason why he was like pretty high on net worth was because he was owning. However, the problem is, what happens to most players is anytime they have a game that's even mildly not good in terms of fighting, they can't do anything. Think about it, guys. Literally, this is the case for 99% of players. I'm not kidding. I mean that when I say that. If their team is losing fights, they will not be high net worth. This is the case for most players. And you might even be thinking to yourself as a carry player right now, no, that doesn't apply to me. I play PL, I play Deuce, I hit creeps. You don't hit them well enough. You don't hit them well enough. And so as we're watching Collapse here, pushing in the side lanes this Doom, waiting for his Doom to come up, getting his Blink Dagger, you know, just in general trying to scale, as this hero has so many late game timings, Refresher, Lotus, potentially Shiva's. You have to hit these timings, and most players just don't have any proclivity towards split pushing, flash farming. Even if they do it wrong. And so guys, like, I know I'm stressing farming all the time. I just wanted to show you this Collapse clip where he's just farming bottom, splitting up the map. And in general, if you guys have been watching TI, you know the main thing people are doing is farming. And you might be thinking to yourself, oh, that's because they're afraid to fight, they're afraid to make mistakes. It's also because farming is just good. If you try to fight a lot and the enemy team farms and you fuck up like 1 fight or 2 fights, you're probably going to lose the game. Okay, before we get into our first major team fight in the game, I gotta go over one more cool little play. I've decided that I want to do this a lot more in videos because most of the time I'm just kind of like destroying fundamentals into people, and I don't cover the really like niche advanced stuff, and that's for good reason. But let's get into a little niche advanced type of play. So basically right now, let's look at the game state, okay? He's got 3 heroes top, Lena's bottom. They're not looking to fight, very clear, okay? Same thing, no Doom, not looking to fight. Now, on that note, he wants to deep push mid, okay? He wants to Midas, he wants to Devour. Specifically, at level 15, Doom is actually a very hard counter to Beastmaster and to Lycan, as you can basically devour their Helm of the Overlord creep, right? Because you have the Devour can target Ancients. Now, what is the niche advanced play here? What the niche and advanced play here is literally that he blinks up and Midas devours. Now, you might be like, what? Are you freaking kidding me, Speed? You're telling me that the advanced play here, like pro level play here, is to blink Midas Devour. Yes, and the reason for that is because against Beastmaster has a Hawk. That Hawk allows you to get vision in very deep areas. Generally, if Beastmaster and his team is playing here, he's going to put a Hawk here, 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 anywhere to like close out this middle location, right? That is what Beastmaster will do because that is the most likely threat towards him and his team. So, Collapse, knowing this, blinks up. Now, what would be the alternative? The alternative is what you generally should do, which is not commit your blink. Usually, the enemy team does not have vision here, right? Because they don't have Hawk. Sure, they could have a ward. You should be careful about that as well. But they generally won't have vision here. So you would walk up through here, Midas, Devour, blink out, right? You would want to blink out. Because basically you want to spend as little time in vision as possible. However, the time you would spend walking up would actually be in vision, and it would give the enemy team this time to set up. So basically, instead of him walking up, which would usually be through darkness, he knows it's probably going to be through vision, so he blinks, and therefore, even though it's bad to blink up and use your blink like this, as it's usually better to blink out, he does not want to be under Hawk vision, and so he does it this way. And trust me, he's not thinking this through. It was even hard for me to put this into words because it's kind of just like taking a bunch of random factors, but literally pros intuitions are this fine-tuned. You'll never know it, and that's why it's so easy for Twitch chat to be like, these guys freaking stink. I could be Collapse. No, you can't, because you wouldn't change the way you approach Devour Midas at a tier 2, 26 minutes into the game, just based on one hero. And yeah, honestly, you might be like, oh, Speed, I doubt he's even thinking that. There's a slight chance he's not, but there's a much higher chance he's not thinking it, but he's subconsciously thinking it and adjusting because of it. Alright, and the last clip I want to look at for the video is an actual team fight. I just want to talk about his general approach to this team fight and what's important to understand. So, first things first, the way he approaches the fight, literally the direction he approaches from the fight is key. So, you'll notice he has spider legs, and this is very key. It's one of the best Doom items into the game. Being able to have a spider legs allows you to approach from a different angle and avoid AoE spells that will cancel your blink dagger. So, you can see here, it starts the fight from this hill, spider legs kind of across, and this will allow him to come from here rather than from here. If you come from here, you're going to get hit by Tornado, you're going to get hit by, Luna Shard if she has it, you're going to get hit by Wild Axis, Phoenix Spells, you're going to get hit by stuff. And so you're not going to be able to initiate. Also, when you initiate, you generally want to be out of vision so you can catch him off guard. And as a result of him coming in from the side, it lets him get a clean jump, a clean stomp into Doom onto the Luna, which is obviously huge here. Unfortunately, Lotus comes out, so he gets doomed himself, but that actually causes him to continue to play in a way where he just frontlines, and I like what he does here. Even though he's not really doing too much, yes, he's doing a little bit with Scorched Earth, but the main thing he's doing here is just trying to tank the attention, tank the spells, and even just provide vision at some point for his team. So yeah, usually I would be like, guys, don't frontline, you know, like you're not doing any damage, kite out. There's nothing to kite out for, right? If he was playing Axe, I would want him to kite out. Why? Because he would have Blink Dagger and call up again when it ends. As Doom, you're not kiting out for anything. You already used Doom, Scorched Earth is on cooldown. Yeah, you have Inferno Blade, but that's about it. And so you're much better off just using your high armor, high HP to soak up a little damage in that case. And yeah, that's going to be the end of today's video. I know that might have seemed like a bit of a weird video, but hopefully you guys enjoyed kind of like this different style video, this different take where I kind of just went over advanced concepts and ideas. If you want more of these, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. I'll definitely be doing more of them, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace!
And that's all, but remember, before you leave, come on, before you tune out, subscribe to the GameLeap website, where we are going to help you get to the next rank. If you're stuck, click the link down below, and I'm out. Peace!